Hello, Stampin' friends. This is Monica Gioberti with Stampin' with Monica. And today is August 25th, 2025. You are joining me at 7:29 p.m. For part one of this week class to go. The class is actually a craft along. We're using a craft along with Christmas cards, and we are using the Jar of Joy stamp set that is in the online exclusives. So for those of you that got the kit ahead of time, you can just craft with me, or you can always request to purchase the kit if you like the cards that I'm going to show you. So tonight I'm going to show you 3 cards, and then on Wednesday I'll be back at 7 p.m. To show you 2 more cards, okay? So as I said, we're using the Jar of Joy stamp set, and we are combining it with the Jar Builder punch, okay, because they do coordinate. They are not a bundle. The bundle is with the sweet jars, so you can purchase that, or purchase the bundle with that, or just purchase the punch itself. Now for this class, I'm offering a kit. I'm going to show you 5 cards, and then I'm offering a kit of 10. So you get to make 2 of each of the 5 cards that I am showing you. You will also receive half a pack of the Nesta Winter Designer Series paper, and we are using side B of the paper. So we're using the side that does not have the birds, even though this paper, I love it. So you have this side. Let me flip it all over here. And so the birch, then you have the little bird prints that I actually used in one of the cards, and then you have the snowflake flakes, and the red and the stripes here, so you can see the different patterns. So you will receive I'm gonna send you a 12 by 12, 6 sheets of 12 by 12, so you will be able to cut your own paper. You will get a full detailed tutorial with pictures, measurements, and step-by-step. Also, you'll get these videos to watch how to assemble them. And with the paper, you will also receive a pack of the gold and silver trim combo, and a pack of the real red and white peppermints. Okay, so this is your goodie bag and the supplies to recreate the 10 cards. What I will not do for you, I will not punch ahead because you will need to stamp. You also have if you don't own the Jar of Joy and you want to take the class, you can always add the stamp set at cost. You're going to save on shipping and tax. And if you don't have the punch, you also can add the punch to your registration. Email will go out later tonight with all the details, and you can register for this class until Sunday. And this will be a class to go. You can pick it up at Porch Pickup, or I will ship it to you. Porch Pickup is $45. Shipped will have adding the shipping cost. Okay, so let me start with the first card. And let me grab the supplies. So we are going to start with this. I will do, I think it would be easier for me to do the punching of the jar tops, but all the rest you will have to do it. If there is embossing, I will do the embossing for you, like you will see in this card right here. And so it will be an easy peasy experience for you to put these cards together. Okay, they are stinking cute, if I may say so. The color ink that we're using tonight is the Memento Pool Party, Crumb Cake, and Real Red. I love this combination of color for Christmas. Love it, love it. And then we're also going to use Stampin' Blends in Real Red, Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, and what else? That's it. The 3 of them. Okay, so for these cards. So let me start with a card base in Crumb Cake. Then you will have a layer in Real Red. You will have this already embossed for you with the Forever Plaid embossing folder. This is for your inside. This is for where you're going to stamp. And this is the scrap paper because it has a little corner cut where you're going to stamp your jar and punch it out. Then this will be provided. The designer series paper, you will cut your own designer series paper based on the measurements, okay? So let me scooch over so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's assemble the first. This is going together very easy. We're going to layer these two, and to this I'm going to add my special touch, okay? Then I'll show you the sample without my usual roughing the edges, because to me it gives it, as I keep on saying it every single time, it gives it a little extra touch. Okay, hope everybody's doing okay. Okay, here the weather's in Stafford, Virginia. The weather has been quite nice today. Not that I was able to get out, but it's cooled off a little bit. It was sunny, so it was good. Today we had the contractor come to our house because, as you know, we had a leak, and so quite a bit of damage has been done. And I thought that, you know, that little water, at least the little water that I saw, would not be so damaging, but it has done a bazillion. So reconstructing will be probably starting the beginning of October because of all the paperwork and everything. So it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. There you go. So you say we're gonna layer flat and then put this one on here with dimensionals, and there we go. We're gonna take this piece of the designer series paper and we're gonna glue it down like such. Okay, and I'm gonna use liquid glue on this part in the middle because it will grab better because of the embossing. And here we have it, flush and flush. Okay, this is an easy layout. Okay, stay put. So the liquid glue needs a little bit of time to dry, so we're gonna do that. Okay, set it aside. What we're gonna do to this insert is gonna be easy peasy. We're gonna just put our stripes there, our pattern paper or DSP to the bottom. Obviously you'll be able, if you want to stamp, you can stamp on the inside as well, but I'm just going to show you. Hello Sharon, hope you're doing well. If you're joining us, let us know. We have, who do we have? We have another Monica joining us. Welcome, welcome, Monica. And then we have our friend Sharon and other people that I know they're watching but cannot tell. Okay, so we have this, and now we're gonna work on the stamping. Okay, so on here, let me show you. The sentiment on this stamp says, wishing you the sweetest Christmas, sending a jar full of cheer, may your heart be filled with joy. Okay, we're using this, and we're using Real Red for the sentiment on this textured note die. And let me grab the sentiment that I have here. I'm gonna ink it. And we're going to stamp it down here as straight as possible. Voila. Easy peasy. Now we're going to take these two stamps. So we have the gingerbread, hearts, and cookies there, and then we have the outline. So we're going to grab our middle of it. First, we're going to do the jar. So we're going to grab the jar shape, and we're going to stamp it. So then I'm going to use our memento. Okay, and I'm going to stamp it down here. Voila. Put it to the side. Now I'm going to take my crumb cake and I'm going to ink the solid. Okay, as you can see, this is solid. This is more of a detailed, okay, details. Okay, so the solid one in crumb cake. And this is new pad, so it's kind of juicy. And we're going to stamp it like such. Okay, there we have it. Then I'm going to grab Rio Red, and we're using the outlines kind of to fill it in. Okay, so we are matching, I'm going to match the buttons, and then I'm going to match the bow, or the bow tie, and there you go. Obviously, you can do it as to the best of your ability, but this is what you're supposed to get there. The heart is there and everything, okay? And then, easy peasy, nice and easy, we're going to grab our punch. I'm going to put in, okay, you will have a piece of cardstock that will allow you to put it in and punch it. So there we go. And then we're going to take our top that I punched out, but I need to trim a bit. Oops, sorry. Thank you for joining us, and we are going to trim this part because it didn't punch out clean enough. There you go. Now I'm going to use liquid glue and put a bit. Let me try this one. And then I'm going to put a fine line here. Okay. Then I'm going to put this on here. Okay, lift it and you can place it. Then on the other side, because I love dimensionals, I'm going to use dimensionals to secure it all. I'm going to put one in the middle there. 1 and 1, like such. We are going to put this cutie patootie here. Voila. Okay. And this is going to go on dimensional. So this card is very cute and quick and simple, so you can make a bazillion of these if you will like. Okay. Hello, Elise. I don't see comments on my computer, but I see comments on my phone. I mean, I can peek through because my phone is up there. Okay, then we're gonna grab our gold ribbon here, and I don't see my comments. How come I don't see comments? You tell me. How come I don't see comments? It's funny. It's really funny. That's not going to... I don't see my comments here. I see 2 messages. Elise, but I cannot see it. Okay, so we'll proceed. So if you're making a comment, I cannot see it on my laptop, but I can see on my phone if I stand up and then look at the comments there. Okay, let's make a nice bow. Maybe too big. I'm gonna pull, and then I'm going to cut. Use my, I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller because these are too big. I'm gonna grab my mini glue dots that I will need later on as well. Okay, and then attach this down here, trim a bit and trim a bit, and now we are going to use our beautiful, these last year were a hot commodity, and now because we have them, let's use them, right? It's when I move my phone to landscape, my comments go away. I know it's crazy, but I can see the comments on my phone, but strangely now I see yours on my computer. So finally they're popping up. Thank you for being here, ladies. There, and then I'm gonna put another one down here. Okay, so this is card number 1. You have this one with the roughed edges, and then you have this one with the without. Okay, so that is that. Remember, in the kit you get to make two of each of the cards. Now let's grab card number 2, and this is a landscape card, and we are going to use all of these pieces. Okay, so this one has a card base in thick white cardstock that we're going to fold in half. It's been scored in half. Okay, then we have 2 pieces of real red. They are not of the same size. One is larger than the other one, so the larger goes in the front, and we are going to layer this fun pattern. Look, this fun pattern from there, from the Nest of Winter. Okay, we are going to layer it on here. Voila. And I am going to attach it to the card with, guess what? Dimensionals. Okay. Like such. And I have a little trash that I brought. And we're going to go and layer it on here with the tiny little board, about 1/8 of an inch all around. Okay, now because I made 2 cards, because we're making 2 cards, so what I did, I took a piece of and all the measurements will be in the in the tutorial. So I took a 4 1/4 by 5, 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white. I ran it through the soft weaves embossing folders, and then I cut it in half. So 1/2 has the mountain or the snow going in one way, and then the other one is this one. So you'll see the original. So what I'm going to do to this one, I'm just going to apply dimensionals because I love dimensionals. Okay, and then we are going to put this one down on the card right here. Easy peasy. It's gonna go flush on the snow part like that. So we have a bank of snow right there. Then we have the inside that will go right there. We have a lid in silver foil. We have a strip, so we'll bring in the outside to the inside, and we have this little strip of paper where we're going to stamp. Let me do the stamping first on all the pieces. So on this sentiment, we're going to put the sentiment that says, may your heart be filled with joy. And it's mounted on this stamp. And we're going to grab real red. Oh, I was looking at the comments. They're teaching how to do technology. So we are going to stamp right here. Easy peasy. Okay. That's, love the font. And then on this one, we are going to stamp in the middle the same sentiment that we used previously. And we're going to stamp this one in the middle like such, and straight possibly. Voila. And then I'm going to glue this one down like such. I'm not roughing the edges on this one. I'm going to keep it easy peasy because I didn't rough it on the outside. I'm not going to do it onto the inside. And we are going to layer that. This is a bigger border like such. Let me just trim a little bit here because there's a, there we go. And then I'm taking this strip, and this strip is gonna go right there. Isn't this cutie patootie? I think it is, right? Because you want easy card, but with a lot of punch, kind of, you know, meaning layers, color, and I love it. There you go. So now I can put this one onto the inside, and then we're gonna create the focal point of this card. So that will go like such. So remember, you will receive, if you will like this kit, the supplies to make 10 cards. Now on this, we're gonna take our jar, okay, and we're gonna ink it and stamp it. Did I stamp it too low? No, I'm good. And then I'm going to take the image of the snowman right here. Okay, and this, that is one stamp, and that will help us fill in, possibly correctly, the snowman there and the scarf and everything. So snowman in Memento. And on this one, we're coloring a bit. I need to grab more ink there. So I'm going to put my snowman there. Okay. And now the fun part. I'm going to grab a real red. I'm going to ink it. And now to the best of my abilities or ability, I should color. Okay, let's see if I can do it, because it's hard to see. I'm going for it. Voila, look at that. So put the little red and the scarf right there. Whew, even better than my sample. Now I'm grabbing my Pecan Pie, dark Pecan Pie Stampin' Blends. And you all know that the Stampin' Right markers are going to be retiring, and they are now on the last chance list. So if you would like to grab some of those just because you like them, make sure that you do that as quick as possible. Even the ink color, the new ink color markers are on the last chance list. Okay, so now I need to stamp, and I need to stamp the snow, and I'm using Pool Party with the little snow here. So I'm gonna go like that, and I'm gonna go like that for the little snow, and a little bit there as well. Okay, and here we go. Now I can punch it out. So usually I grab the paper, I put it inside the punch, I squeeze it a little bit until I know it's positioned where I want it to be. And I'm using this line to line up there. And I'm punching out that. So now we're going to attach our silver lid with liquid glue. Okay. A little tiny line of liquid glue. And we are going then secure the back so we can move it like such. Okay, and then secure the back like we did before. So we have it. Isn't this easy peasy? Nice and easy. Pecan pie. Why pecan pie? What are we talking about? Am I missing something? So now this is going to be on top of this snowbank right there. Okay. And then this is going to be up here. I can even put this one lower if I wanted to. Yeah, let's go lower. And I love using dimensionals because I can reposition stuff. Okay. Voila. Now I'm going to put dimensionals here. You made a snow globe. Yeah. I can also, you could have used one of the arches and put it under, right? And would have been a snow globe. When the everyday arches dies, then you can put it under and it becomes a snow globe. That's an idea for another card. Right? Okay. So now this is going to be, I'm going to go and put this one flush to the rear red there and put it as straight as possible. Okay, then we're going to do a bow this time with our silver. Okay, and I'm going to do this a little bit differently than my sample. Okay, I'm going to put the bow somewhere differently so you can see, because that's what is going to happen to you as well, since the banks will be different. So there we go. And then if I want a bigger ears, I'm going to pull, because I think I need it a little bit bigger. Okay, so now I'm taking my mini glue dots. Voila. Squeeze and pick it up, and this is going to go under here. Like such, to fill it in, because I couldn't put it straight because of the snowbanks, right? Okay, maybe center this a little bit. I'm picky. Voila, like such. And now I need my embellishment, and we're going to sprinkle them away. So I'm going to do a large, a medium down here. I'm going to do another large, because this has large, medium. So now this is different. So I'm going to go there with the medium, like such. And then a tiny bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one is going to go up there. Okay, looks like these are snowflakes, but peppermint snowflakes. Okay, so this is your card, the inside like that. I'm going to show you the other sample where, as I told you, you're going to use, so this I cut it, and this is where this part is going to come off. Do you see it? So one of sheet, then you can do that. I need to trim just one panel that will be included, and you can cut one way and then the other one in the other way. Okay, so this is card number 2. Yes, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, pumpkin pie, not pecan pie. I'm sorry. I colored the nose in pumpkin pie. Now I get it. Okay, the third card for tonight has this, these elements, okay? And we're still using the same designer series paper. Look, this side has these. This side has these birds. You will need to find a punch. The measurement is 2 3/8. If you don't have a punch or you have a die that will die cut to fit in here, okay, that's what you will need. Everything else will be provided. Remember, you're not. We will not cut the designer series paper. You will cut it, but the cuts are pretty simple. So this is a fun fold, and I'm going to fold this one like such. Okay, so you see there's a there, and this one gets folded like that. Okay, but this card is going to go this way, so we're going to put this designer series paper on. Okay, I'm going to put this one on, and I forgot to do something, and so we're going to do it now, and hopefully we're not going to mess it up. So this is that. So we need to stamp on the designer series paper, but if we mess it up, then we can always use a label, right? So I'm using the sentiment, this one that says sending a jar full of cheer. That is right there. Okay, I'm gonna ink it in Memento. Okay, and very carefully we're gonna stamp it on here, straight as possible. Voila, sending a jar full of cheer. Okay, then on here we have this little strip, and we're gonna put it on here like such. Okay, we're gonna center it, put it there. So this class is a combination of, it's a collaboration, as you know, with other demonstrators. Each one of us designed either 1 or 2 cards. Okay, and you get the benefit of different styles. Okay, so now we have these pieces that we need to use. So this one is going to be easy peasy. We're going to layer it on this circle. This is the what's the name of it? Something nature, because my brain is dried, is fried. This is Spotlight on Nature, and this is a 2 3/8 circle. Okay, now we are going to stamp our jar on here. So have this with our Memento. We are going to stamp it there, easy peasy. Then this time we're using the ornaments. Love this. So grab my ornaments, if I can find the stamp in my mess right here. I'm gonna use Memento, because we're gonna color with Stampin' Blend, and because it's photopolymer, and you know that all the red rubber stamps are going to be retiring, right, from Stampin' Up. We're going to have just photopolymers. So because of that, even our cases, the way the stamps will come is going to be different. It's going to be looking like our dies. They will come in a format like this, so you'll be able to save a lot of space in your studio. Okay, so now we're coloring. Let me grab all my dies. We need all the colors here. So we need Real Red, Daffodil Delight, and Pool Party. What do I have? 2 Daffodil Delights. So we are going to color with dark Real Red, and we're going to do the little hearts here. Okay. And then I'm gonna do the middle of this. Voila. And then I'm gonna take dark Pool Party, and I'm going to color the middle of this ornament with the dark. I'm gonna take my dark Daffodil, and we're gonna color in here. Okay, simple and easy. Then I'm gonna go with my dark again, and with the dark I'm gonna color in here, dark Pool Party. Voila. And now with the light Pool Party, and look, my tip, I showed you more than once, right? So I'm gonna color that, and then using the tip I'm just gonna go into the details there, and we're done coloring. How cute is that? Okay, so now I'm gonna take my punch. Yet again, that's why you need this punch to complete the cards as designed. You could even fussy cut if you wanted to, if you don't own the punch, but this is fun. Okay, there you have it. And we have a silver top, and we are going to put a little bit of our adhesive, and this one. Okay, so these are stinking cute cards. And then on Wednesday I'll go a step up with a fun fold, another fun fold, because this is considered a fun fold. Okay, and another one, another cute card for you. So you'll see all 5 of them. Put it together. Okay, so now this is gonna go right here, centered like such. Now on this part I forgot, we need to stamp. Let me see the sample. Okay, so on the inside we're gonna grab the stamp that says "May your heart be filled with joy." We're gonna clean it and then dry it, use our memento and stamp this one. I'm gonna go straight, possibly. Voila. And then in the stamp set we also have this little tiny bow that we are just gonna stamp in real red off to the side, because you can even put the bow if you had stamped the actual jar top. And voila, to give it a little bit of a festive look. Okay, this will go inside, glued inside our card like such. Okay, center that. Voila. And now this is gonna get closed, and we are going to put this one down right here. This is very delicate. It's a very delicate card. So I'm going to put dimensionals, but I'm going to make sure that I stay as low as possible, and I'm going to show you why. Okay. There. Okie dokie. So I'm going to put it down. I'm not going to press hard, okay? Because this is how this gets open. So I don't want this to show. I don't want the dimensionals to show, okay? Because this one, when you open it, it's like that. Okay, voila. And now we're taking So this is another cute, easy, fun fold. You've seen fun folds going this way. This time we're going horizontally. And I'm going to take, yet again, my bow. And I'm going to tie a bow. Oh, I don't like it. Okay. Squeeze and go around, 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 around. And do this and pull and voila. Okay. This might be a little bit big because we're going to put it at the top of this. Okay, and mini glue dots. Oops, sticking to my blocks because I didn't close it. Now let's close this so it doesn't get stuck anywhere else. And there we have it. And now we need a bit of color, right? And we're gonna grab our what are these? Peppermint, and we're gonna go one up there, a medium down here, and another medium up there. Okay, so these are the first 3 cards of the class. Let me clean up everything. Then this is one, and this is the other one. Okay, so far we have a fun fold, this cutie patootie card right here, 1, 2, and this card right there. Okay, so far 2, 4, 6. Okay, so you have until Sunday the 20, actually Sunday is the 31st to register for the class. Once you register, we'll place the order of, the designer series paper and everything, and I'll prep all the kits for you. So the kits should be ready around the 15th, if not before, of September, because we need time for the product to come in. And it could be even earlier than that if I'm good. And there you go. So this is the first part of the class, and I just wanted to thank you for being here and watching it. And in the meantime, I need to remind you that the In Color sale is going on until August 31st. It's 15% off the In Color products. Okay, let me grab them here. Anything that has one of the new In Colors, anything. So here, the In Colors 25, 27, designer series paper that has In Colors, embellishments that have In Color, if not all, even just one of the In Colors, they are considered part of the sale. Okay, and then if you watched my video last night, the next class will be based on this beautiful paper. The next craft along / Christmas card, Stamp a Stack, and it is called Traditions of Christmas. It's a beautiful suite of products with designer series paper, embellishments, and all. And we're going to design 5 cards. You'll get to make 2 of each, and they are to die for. Just look at this. I see a card already here that you can make with that. So that is the class for September that you can register ahead of time, or you can just register and come to my studio to make them. But you will need the bundles that are included. And I will show you the inside of the catalogs next week when this goes live on September 3rd. Okay, so I cannot show you anything from the inside. I can show you the back. I can show you the front, but nothing inside. But I can show you this little blingy thing. These are the embellishments that are part of that suite. And As I told you, I love my blue, my crumb cake, red together, this green. So this calls my name for sure. Okay, what else is going on with Stampin' Up? That is all. There's going to be new kits coming out in September. And that is it. I will see you Wednesday, 7 p.m. for the last 2 cards of the class. Okay? So I know inside is such fun. This, it's nice. Very nice. And I forgot that if you don't have a demonstrator that you're working with and you would like a copy of the new mini catalog, let me know. Send me a PM, private message, and I'll be glad to ship it to you. I'm just asking to cover the mailing cost, and you can have the copy free. And so you'll be able to peruse this one because it's gorgeous. Just this paper. And I love that they use the blue and the gold. And whew, this is going to be... This calls for a mega stamp camp with... Yeah, with a 3D home decor and that kind of stuff. Yeah, gotta find the time, design it. Okay, so if you want to be on the ins and outs of what I'm doing, you want to subscribe to my email address, to my email, and you can do so. I will put the link at the top of this video, as well as all the information on how you can register and get your kit for this class. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.